All right, with all of that retiming complete, or good enough for now, I can close all these drop down arrows, and I can also close my animation because that's all packaged together at this point. Now what we want to do is to add an image mask. So what I did is I right clicked on signature, and it's going to create a mask component, and the mask is down here and it's red, and if I highlight it and then I come into my HUD, my heads up display over here, the first button to the right of my timeline window here, this open mask source needs to be filled with our animation box. So you can't select it or it changes, but if I select the mask, I can click and drag my animation group into it. It will make your animation gray. Your everything is still in it. It'll actually hide its visibility or change its visibility. But with it selected, what happens is it takes and removes that bit of text that was overlay, or that bit of brush strokes that was laying on top, and it uses it to reveal your name beneath it. Yes, you can go through and you can fine tune this. I'm going to collapse this so I can see what's actually on my screen right now. I have all my animations. If you want to change it, you still got to go back into the original animations that are copied into the mask and change them from that view. But you can do the same thing down here. Change my animation. I can see when things are coming on and off. And I can change the timing or the duration and really fine tune this at this point. But what it allows me to do is to reveal instead of writing on like the original work that we've already done allowed us to see. So the mask kind of flips the function of the video, and now have my name writing itself onto the screen. The only areas that this really can get hung up is if you're not careful, is I can see here in the letter G that my first brush stroke obviously allowed for this little line to sit in here. That's not a part of my original brush stroke, my original line stroke of a pen, but it is what will be finished later. So when it crosses back over, that's why you see it. Hopefully this stuff's happening quickly enough that your eye will never catch it. And this is also full screen. This is also a very, very large file. We will later take it, put it in a Final Cut. You'll probably scale it down, and you should never really catch that issue. I see the same thing in my letter A is happening, to where when I reveal my letter A, I'm also getting this swipe sitting here waiting for the next part to come back down. But I think the overlap and the speed at which it happens is not terrible. Anywhere that two letters cross in the case of cursive, that's what you'll see. So if you have a unique signature, you can even include any of these curly or swipes of the pen that you may incorporate in your signature as part of that process, but a pretty neat, unique way in which to communicate or to take ownership of video projects.